if you're retiring at 65 and you're only going to live 12, 13, 14, 15 years, that's one way to model it. We've got people that are retiring in their 50s and in their early 60s that could live into their 90s. You may say, well, the 50s is the new 40s, the 60s is the new 40s. That's how you're being taken care of medically, is now you may be 60, but you're taken care of like you're 40 because of health reasons. And so same thing with your money. People are living longer. So when I first got into business, we weren't planning for people to live much in their 80s. It was, through your 70s. I remember doing financial modeling back when I first got started, and the age we were modeling was 77, 78. And now we're modeling people in their 90s. So it makes a difference, because if you're retiring at 65 and you're only going to live 12, 13, 14, 15 years, that's one way to model it. We've got people that are retiring in their 50s and in their early 60s that could live into their 90s. And it also makes a difference because those that retired at 60 and were dead in the mid 70s, they didn't have a bunch of inherited wealth to get them through retirement. Now, our generation, being in the 50s, is what I'm talking about, and that's where Chris and I are, and we don't care to admit that. But we're in our 50s. We are now in the baby boomer beneficiary. Say that 3 times. The baby boomer beneficiaries.
I can't say that once.
Yeah.
It's just not.
I had to say it slow. But the point being is that not only have we been saving our whole lives, but we stand to inherit a lot of money. Most of us. And we say a lot of money. It could be, $100,000 or it could be millions. But still, we've got this $4 trillion nest egg that is going to be transitioned to the folks that are in their 50s and 40s now. And so it's important, because now we're going to have more money to sustain longer retirement. So I think over the next 10, 15, 20 years, you're going to see people that are beneficiaries of these baby boomers that are not going to wait till 65 to retire, because they got all this inherited wealth. And so they're going to retire earlier. And so you've got to have that money stretch, and it's got to last you a lot longer in retirement. So again, that's just something you have to take in consideration. And also the other point is that the longer you live, the longer or better life you're going to live, healthier life you're going to live because of medicine and everything else. And so now your money has to last longer. So you're now planning into your 90s to live. Your money has to then last into your 90s to get you there. And so it's just incredibly important. So point being that you may say, well, the 50s is the new 40s, or the 60s is the new 40s, but that's how you're being taken care of medically, is now you may be 60, but you're taken care of like you're 40 because of health reasons. And so same thing with your money. That was kind of the point.